So the mental health audit showed a need to improve student services. And you mentioned, Ms. Dennis, that ASCA is the gold standard for school counseling. So who performed this audit, and where can the public find the results?
The mental health audit was performed by the Chester County Intermediate Unit. The presentation is on the Pupil Services site under the Mental Health tab, and then there's an additional resources section at the bottom of that page.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned that last week that ASCA will provide consultation and coaching full day to our K-12 school counselors. Are our counselors required to participate and audit and align or give messaging that aligns with the ASCA position statements?
So the position statement is different from their model, which has 4 categories. They're looking at defining. So number 1, they're looking at how do we identify students who might require counseling services in our school system. They're looking at providing small groups. So they look at direct versus indirect services for students. So they're looking to incorporate that into the counseling program. Then they're assessing and evaluating the effectiveness of those programs, and then managing those programs. So the model is separate from the position statement. So that's what we're contracting with ASCA to do, is essentially help us create a structure in our school counseling department that allows them to manage their time. ASCA puts some percentages to that. Really 80% of the school counselor's day should be spent on direct and indirect services for students, and then 20% should be spent on things more related to managerial tasks, like maybe writing letters of recommendations and other tasks like that really aren't directed at students. So that's the purpose of the training, is for that, not necessarily to implement a position statement.
Okay, so would there be, what would the consequence be of counselors who do not align or give messaging that aligns with the ASCA model? You said it's not aligning with their position statements, but what about the model if the counselor were to disagree?
Sure. So again, in that model, it's about time management and scheduling. So we would be looking for an expectation for school counselors to be implementing a model that allows them to spend 80% of their time directed towards students.
Okay. So the model is what we're looking for, not any kind of alignment from our counselors with the organization's position statements.
Correct.